Hey, hey, hey! From the recent years, JLo has gone from an untouchable icon to, well, kind of a meme. And not in the way you'd want to be. People are questioning her choices, her relatability feels forced, and the internet is having a field day with her. But here's the thing. Jennifer Lopez has been in the industry for decades, building a massive career and staying in the spotlight. So why does her image feel off? And more importantly, how can we fix it? Well, that's where I come in. Welcome to REBRAND, the series where I take public figures and give them a branding makeover. And today, we're kicking things off with Jennifer Lopez. Let's break it down. JLo is trying to market herself as relatable. You know, the cool, down-to-earth girl next door. The problem? No one's buying it. Because that has never been Jennifer Lopez's brand. She's literally the woman who made a song called Love Don't Cost a Thing while dating Ben Affleck, wearing a fur coat and driving luxury cars. Like, girl, be serious. Trying to squeeze JLo into this relatable it girl mold just isn't working. And that's why people don't take her branding seriously. If you want to know why she doesn't fit this category and what actually makes an it girl work, I break it all down in my video breaking down the it girls. I go through all the different it girl categories, their strategies, and what makes them stick. So if you're curious, go check that out. After this though, don't go running off just yet. Step 1. Audience. Who is JLo trying to reach? Alright, let's talk about JLo's biggest branding problem. She's talking to the wrong people. She's trying so hard to be a relatable it girl, you know, the kind of celebrity Gen Z connects with. The problem? This audience is already saturated with people who actually fit that niche. Meanwhile, JLo is over here like,
that real New Yorkers say.
And it's just not landing. And beyond that, why would Gen Z even relate to Jennifer Lopez? They didn't grow up with her, they don't connect with her lifestyle, and they're not emotionally invested in her and Ben Affleck like it's 2002. Meanwhile, her actual audience, Gen X and older millennials, are watching this whole thing like... yeah. These are the people who actually grew up with her, watched her rise from Selena to superstardom, and still see her as this larger-than-life glam icon. Right now, it seems like she's chasing Gen Z's approval, but if she embraced the audience that already exists for her, her branding would finally start making sense again. Step 2. Inspirations. Take notes, not identities. Inspiration doesn't mean stealing. It's like cooking. You take a bit of this, a bit of that, and end up with your own signature flavor. Right now, JLo's problem isn't just that her brand is unclear, it's that she's trying to force an identity that doesn't work for her. So instead of playing relatable it girl, which again, no one is buying, let's pull inspiration from people who actually fit the kind of star power she should have. Gloria from Modern Family. And yes, I'm suggesting JLo take inspiration from a sitcom character, but hear me out. Just like JLo, Gloria came from nothing and worked her way up to a life of wealth and status. But here's a key difference. Gloria never acts guilty about her success. She mentions her past, but she doesn't force it down people's throats.
I have been in love with this car my whole life. In my village, if you didn't drive one of these, you couldn't call yourself a drug lord.
It's just a part of her story. Meanwhile, JLo keeps bouncing between two extremes. One minute she's dripping in diamonds, and the next she's awkwardly trying to prove she's just like us.
They may be just streets to you, but to me, they're a playground.
It's inconsistent, and people can sense when something isn't natural.
There's a special place in hell for JLo this morning because apparently that Fiat commercial she had. I'm Jenny from the block, I'm Jenny from the block. Well, guess what? She sent a body double back to the Bronx to tape this part of the commercial while she was in LA on the soundstage taping the part to actually see her. Now, I think for all her talking about being real, I want to know how come she to go back to her native New York and come back and shoot this commercial.
And I'm with you on it, and you know I love me some JLo.
You do.
But go back to the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. Just go back to the Bronx with your Fiat and you know, and be there. Come on.
Her team seems to think that if she fully embraces her glamorous, luxurious life, she'll come off as cold, unlikable, or even out of touch. So instead of letting her just own her status, they keep forcing these awkward relatability moments, as if showing personality and being aspirational can't exist together. But Gloria proves that being glamorous and having personality aren't mutually exclusive. She's extravagant, dramatic, and loves luxury, but she never feels like she's performing for approval, and that's exactly what JLo needs to do. If JLo embraces the same kind of effortless, playful confidence that Gloria has, people will respect it instead of rolling their eyes at it. Because the problem isn't that JLo is rich and glamorous, it's that she acts like she has to apologize for it. Anna Wintour, the power of not caring. Let's be honest, JLo has a serious image problem. People think that she's a diva, that she's difficult, that she is a mean girl. And what's her team's response?
No, guys, she's actually the sweetest person ever. Please believe us.
Meanwhile, Anna Wintour has been called terrifying for decades. Has she ever gone on a press tour to tell people she's actually super nice? Nope. And guess what? She still remains an icon. JLo's team is so scared of her being seen as a diva that they are overcorrecting, trying too hard to push a narrative people don't believe. Instead of fighting it, she should focus on her work, her image, and let people form their own opinions. If she's truly kind, her actions will prove it. If she's a diva, then that's her brand. Either way, the constant damage control isn't helping. It's making people more skeptical. The bottom line is, take inspiration, make it your own. JLo doesn't need to be Gloria or Anna, she just needs to study what works. Because at the end of the day, a strong brand doesn't beg for approval, it commands respect. Step 3. Messaging. What's the story? A strong brand isn't just about the look, it's about the story. What does JLo represent, and what's the message she's selling? Right now, it's kind of a mess. The problem is, she has no clear story. Her team pushes the relatable angle way too hard. Like, we get it, JLo. You struggle. You're just like us. Except, you're not. Meanwhile, the glamour side of her brand is there, but it's so watered down that it doesn't feel aspirational. Her marketing keeps apologizing for her success instead of embracing it. Think about how Beyoncé markets herself. Her message is clear. She's an untouchable elite superstar. She's not wasting time convincing people she's relatable, because she's not. And that's fine. People love her for being larger than life. So why is JLo fighting so hard against the one thing that actually works for her? The fix? Pick a lane and own it. JLo needs to ditch the relatable messaging and lean fully into glamour. Instead of downplaying her success, she should own it, because that's what makes her brand valuable. Right now, JLo is trying to be everything at once, and that's exactly why her branding feels so confused. Because if you have to keep reminding people what your brand is, it's not working. Step 4. Marketing. Where should JLo be? JLo's issue isn't that people don't care, it's that she's showing up in the wrong places. If she wants to be seen as aspirational, she needs to be where luxury, prestige, and power live. Beauty, Estee Lauder. JLo's skincare brand flopped because no one believed it, but people do believe in her as a standard of ageless beauty. Instead of another celebrity brand, she should be the face of Estee Lauder, a company that already has credibility in high-end skincare. Fashion, Versace. JLo and Versace are already linked, so why isn't she permanently tied to the brand? A Versace campaign wouldn't just be about fashion, it would be selling legacy. She should own her place in the Versace family, just like Charlize Theron with Dior, jewelry, Cartier. JLo's brand is luxury, bold, flashy, and expensive. Cartier fits that effortlessly. It's status jewelry, not trendy, not loud, but prestigious. It's the kind of wealth that doesn't need to prove itself, which is exactly how JLo should be positioning herself. Event. Cannes Film Festival. JLo doesn't need to be at every event, just the right ones. Cannes Film Festival isn't just about movies, it's about status. Even without a film, her presence alone would reinforce her as high class and untouchable. Fragrance relaunch. JLo signature. Her old fragrance line was iconic, but now it needs a luxury relaunch. No drugstore perfumes, just a signature high-end scent sold in designer stores. A JLo fragrance should feel like power, elegance, and seduction in a bottle. It's not about making noise anymore, it's about making a statement. The final reveal of the new JLo. Aspirational, not relatable. She's above the trends, not chasing them. Owns her glamour. She doesn't apologize for a luxury lifestyle, she just lives it. Silent but powerful. Targets the audience that actually wants her. Sells a lifestyle, not a sob story. See, the new JLo isn't new at all. She's just refining what already worked and cutting out what doesn't. That's how you fix a brand. And honestly, this is where a lot of artists go wrong. They try to sell everything at once instead of giving people something clear to latch onto. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about who you are, it's about what people buy into. And that's a whole other conversation. Congrats, you've made it to the end of the video. That's already a sign you have great taste. Now I need to know, do you think this JLo rebrand would actually work? Or is she too far gone? Let me know in the comments because I'm reading everything. Alright, that's it. You're free to go.